Well, shit. Before you see me, I want you to see some of my shit. My shit. Fuck. I like buying those coffee this morning. These, yeah. Um, love making coffee. You know. Oh, I didn't throw these ones in the bedroom. Well, another thing that you should know is that, hey nigga, this was the original copy of that shit that I wrote, the Freemasons in East Africa. There, you see, I bandaged it. Or I don't know. Well, some of my shit are just, yeah, wow. What do we have here? Mnyore Joseph again, talking shit. Man eating, man do what? Man eat nothing society. And in the Freemasons, got lots of shits. Now we're gonna rush to my bedroom. It's not that far. See, just make a bed. And this another shit. Sleep here. Do my music here. Now bedroom has to be lovely. Just like sitting room also. Do my movie there. Do my shit. I don't wanna show you my kitchen and bathroom. No, yeah, that's personal. Let's go to what you came for. Voila! Now, give me a minute. Coffee. Yeah, the thermos is cold, so I have to do some nice coffee. And throw that one there, the maid will do something. I know my maid, she's good. Okay. It's real good. Now, in working these things out, she cleans all the messes. Philosophy of Africa. As an African, I have to talk about the African philosophy. Yeah, in camera you have to look smart. Didn't share. Busy. Just like in the book that I'm writing, my second book, which is now in the being. It is going to talk about me, the me, my philosophy. In this book, we are going to find an African speaking or talking about the African philosophy. And in African philosophy, something that you have to understand, and I tell you, is that I am a shit. Let me turn back now to these niggas that are seeing me here. You're also laughing. Yeah, sometimes I do those shit. But the fact still remains. You said you want to listen to some of my philosophies. In that book, I am still finishing it, by the way. I am going to tackle an African point of view, putting or basing my arguments on the fact that African philosophy had been introduced, the trends in African philosophy had been introduced, but now the nest of African philosophy had not yet been reached. the being. An African is a being in the world. But now you're going to tell me something. How is love perceived in the African philosophy? You know, there's philosophy of love, but how is love now perceived in the African philosophy? That is what we call the ness of African philosophy. It means touching the lives of Africans. Yeah. Let's go to, the reason why I'm going to touch this is because you'll find that polygamy is perceived in a better angle in African world. But that table is flat. But let's just rest there. What about a woman? The ness of an African brings a woman in such an angle that a woman is an egg. A woman ain't a chicken. Even in the Bible they say, they came after we came. It means also that in the mind also it comes like that. However, I don't want to bring the Xenos paradoxes here. That between the egg and and the chicken, no. That one will handle later. In the book, it isn't going to be there. However, I can bring it if you want. Is an African first African woman? Oh, not an African woman now. Women now, the philosophy on women now. When I talk of the philosophy on women now, I'm going to handle how is it really true that women exist? Or should we say they don't exist? Or should we say that a woman exists after a man, also in the mind? Then we want to bring now the existence of God. Before the introduction of this God called the westernized God that was brought and injected into our brains and hearts, and we were born with it, which God was there? And first of all, these two, do they exist? Or are we creating them? It is also in my book. I am also going to bring the philosophy of sex. The eroticness in it. The oralness in it. The anal. Yeah, the bisexual and the gay and the rights that are coming, and others arguing that the gays should not be allowed, and others arguing that gays should be allowed. How do you tranquilize this? It is there. It is there. Then my life. It is going to be like a novel, but in it, you'll be finding them in those corners. I make my own shit. Even this shit